Due to the controversial content of this show, the producers would like to issue the following disclaimer. This play features the portrayal and transformation of an ancient god image, or an image of a god within the mind of man, projected onto an assumed deity. Throughout the course of this play, no actual deity will be harmed or injured. Thank you. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Greetings, my friends. My name is Joe. The story you're about to witness tonight comes from a very short chapter in my life. A chapter where the security blanket of my beliefs were completely obliterated. It was filled with anguish and despair, uncertainty and darkness. It was my journey into the dark night of the soul, if you will. It caught me completely by surprise. My wife Becky and I clearly did not see it coming. We were very religious, faithful, loyal, pious. We viewed all our closest friends as such. We went to the same church and were a very tight-knit community. We supported each other's projects with our blood and our sweat and our tears. We felt nothing could ever loosen the bonds of friendship and loyalty that were held together by our rock-solid belief in our religion and our God. That is, until the day of reckoning revealed itself. The powerful lesson of that day placed me on this course to communicate this story to you. This narrative is a reflection of that moment that transformed our lives. Picasso once said that art is a lie that reveals the truth. Well, perhaps we will discover whether that statement is valid or not. I'm leaving it up to you, my dear audience, to determine whether or not this story is an offensive lie filled with the hubris of a wounded man, or whether there is a hidden meaning, a nugget of gold, a valuable truth. Let us not delay. Leave me alone. Stop following me!
Joe, is that you? What is going on?
You know, I was a loyal employee. I did nothing wrong.
Let me in, Joe.
Is that Lucius? Joe, is that your boss? Let him in. Move. Joe?
I got fired by him.
I didn't fire him. The board did. Okay? I'm only the messenger here, so don't shoot the messenger, okay?
Oh, all right. Why don't I hand you a gun and you shoot the messenger?
Okay, all right. Stop it, both of you.
Stop taking this so hard. You're a very talented man. You'll find another job.
Our mortgage payments are $3,000 a month. All right. How long can the bank wait? This move of yours is going to force us to sell at a loss and move. Right? We'll lose everything we put into this.
You do know this is going to kill us financially.
And as I said, it was not my decision. The board decided this.
Was the boss involved in that decision?
You know we don't bother the boss with such details. He's too busy. You're both church members in good standing, by the way.
Oh, we are? Sure doesn't feel like it. So the boss can't be concerned with our situation. Could he at least pay for the schooling or the training it's going to take to get a job out there? I mean, for either of us?
You want to bring that up to him?
Yeah.
You think he should take time away from his international agenda to hear your personal problem?
Well, he should. I mean, what are we being punished for? Can you answer me that? Can anyone on the board answer that? What about my back pay? You asked us to live on our credit cards so far this year. That's nearly $20,000.
Well,
Well, what? You're just going to keep that, huh?
we haven't talked about it yet.
I get it. We're under the bus. I mean, why don't you just roll back and forth over us to make sure we're dead?
It's not like that.
It's not? What, can he at least get a meeting with the board on this or something?
Calm down, everyone. Be patient. The patience of Job is what's needed here. Now, you know you're not going to get a meeting with anyone on the board, let alone the boss. My advice to you, don't rock the boat. Look for the silver lining in this cloud and be on your way. Have a little faith, Joe. Call on some of your friends in the church. They can help you through this.
Oh, yeah, just like Job's friends. Yeah, didn't they get punished for giving Job bad advice?
Sorry, perhaps I don't remember everything.
Oh, gosh. So you're telling Joe he's going to have to get a job outside of the church after he's been an employee for 20 plus years? I mean, why is this happening all of a sudden?
I'm not exactly sure. This was decided yesterday.
Well, could you please find out? I mean, I thought we were chosen for this mission. How do you get fired from that?
I'll do my best to find an answer, but I'm sorry. I don't think they'll change anything. Now, this decision was firm.
Thanks, Lucius. Good day.
Good day and good luck to you both.
Yeah, right.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's the same board that told us we would never have to worry when we bought this house.
The patience of Job. My ass. You know, I should have hit him. I wish that I had.
God, get that out of your head right now. Violence isn't going to help anything. Just make it worse. Maybe we could get a lawyer. Oh my God. I've been raising kids. I'm going to have to get a job. Who's going to hire me? God, how are we going to make our house payments?
We're going to have to sell, right? And the sooner the better.
I mean, maybe there's another way.
I can't see it, Becky. It just can't happen fast enough. I mean, all of our savings was in the mortgage, and it's gone.
Okay. All right, let's not worry so much about the house. At least we still have each other and the kids. Sophie! Oh my gosh! Justin, come in. Oh my gosh. Your timing could not be more perfect. I've never been so happy to see a couple of lawyers.
I know it's late, but we saw the lights on and stopped by. Was that Lucius who just left?
Yes.
So why are you so happy to see us? We lawyers aren't used to the warm welcome. Is everything okay?
No, not really.
We're doomed.
We just got some bad news.
Say what?
You know, that church that I work for? Well, I just got fired, and there's no explanation for it. It's very suspicious.
Well, you know, we're very familiar with employment law. Can we help?
Sure. Although I don't know how we could ever pay you.
Actually, we can't.
We have helped others from your church. Like those cases, we can take this one on pro bono.
Yeah, you know, we know Lucius and the boss he works for. We see him in court all the time. He's always getting rid of employees that are deemed disloyal.
If you want to pursue this, we can take on your case. I can't guarantee it will be fun, but we will get some justice here.
What if we lose?
Well, there's always that possibility. But we know the shady side of that organization.
Trust me, he doesn't want the negative exposure. Most likely, he'll settle out of court rather than risk his reputation.
You know, it's getting too late to talk about this tonight. How about we come by in the morning and we'll start on the plan?
Great.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
You know, thank you so much for the offer. I mean, it's really given me some hope.
Well, I think you two deserve it.
Good night.
Good.
Well, now there's some reason to be optimistic.
That sounds promising, but I don't know, anything could happen.
Yeah,
I wonder what kind of shady things they know about.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. You know, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, please get some sleep. I'm gonna stay up and read a book for a while.
All right, well, don't stay up too long. We got a big day tomorrow.
This should be Appropriate Answer to Job by C.G. Young. Patience of Job. Let's see what the world of psychology has to say about that.
Okay, well, tell me about it in the morning. I'm going to bed.
Okay, good night. Sweet
Good night.
dreams. And God said to Noah and his family, "Go forth from the ark, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth, and this I shall give to you as a sign, a rainbow. I promise to you that I will never again destroy all life on earth with a flood."
A rainbow! I love rainbows! A sign from heaven! How cool is that?
Landing on kind of thick, aren't you?
Come on! Dad gave a great performance.
All right, I'll give him that.
Do I detect a hint of skepticism? You don't like the story of Noah?
Dad, I respect your beliefs and everything, but I personally find the story hard to believe. Plus, the Sumerians have an older one.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
The story of Gilgamesh or something like that.
Well, I have never heard of it, and I don't know of a Gilgamesh.
Well, I don't know a Noah either. Do you know a Noah?
Children, please listen to your father. He's been around a bit longer than you. He knows something about this story.
But Mother, the story is just weird. Even weirder than the one about Abraham being told to kill his son Isaac.
Do we have to believe just for the sake of believing? Is that what's being required?
So you think the story is just made up, then, huh?
I don't know. It just seems a little far-fetched. All the world's being destroyed and the land animals, except the ones he brings on the ark. What about the fish? What about the ducks? How come they get off the hook?
Okay, you know what? You're missing the point. All right? The way of faith is not easy. Sometimes you're asked to do very difficult things. It's just a test. If you pass, you get rewarded. Look at all the land and livestock I have. Where do you think those blessings came from, huh? You know, sometimes I think that you need a good, healthy fear of the Lord before it's too late.
There he goes again, trying to scare us.
Look, it's for your own good, right? I hope you know that.
Someday you'll be grateful.
We'll see. But for now, I'm not buying it. Well, we gotta get going. Gotta get more wine. Got a lot of guests coming to the party tonight.
Another party? No, please, stay here with your mother and I, and we'll play games like old times.
Thanks, but no. We have too many invited guests. And a special performance by us.
We're dancing. It's going to be fun. You should come. It's kind of an audition. We want to be the entertainment for the spring celebration. Okay, parents, check this out.
All right, that's enough. We didn't even get to our best part. We don't want to see your best part.
Lord, please forgive them. They're too young to know better.
Oh, God, Dad, no one's going to kill us.
Lord, I'm worried about my children. How can I get them back into your good graces? Maybe we could offer you something special. Some of our best crops, perhaps, which the children helped plant and harvest, by the way. No, that won't do. I could sacrifice our favorite lamb. Would that convince you to spare our children?
No, no, not my lamb. Could you please offer him something else?
We must protect our children. Aren't you more concerned for them?
Of course. I can't bear to watch.
Lord, we're going to sacrifice our youngest lamb. I hope you know how much that means to us and how difficult it will be. But then, of course, you do. As always, you know everything.
Lord Yahweh, it's a great day here in heaven, isn't it, sir?
Wow, great day. Just another day in paradise. We are living the dream, my friend.
Your Highness, here's the report on your servant Job's unruly children.
What? You're giving me a bad report?
Here's a more important report on your most loyal and obedient servant Job and all the wonderful things he says about you. He even sacrificed his favorite lamb just for you.
Save it. I've been watching very closely. Not too bad for a daytime drama, wouldn't you say?
His loyalty is rated highest amongst your servants, sir.
I love that man.
He's under your thumb, Lord, that's for sure. I'd say you scared the devil out of him.
Well, I certainly did that.
Oh no, not the John Wayne impression again.
Who's John Wayne?
Some guy that plays God in the future. It's an omniscience thing. I don't get it either.
Well, listen up, children. And listen tight. My name is Yahweh. And from now on, it's my way or the highway.
Oh, I get it. Yahweh. Very funny, sir.
Well, let me tell you something, Mikey. You don't mind if I call you Mikey, do you?
Oh, no, not at all, your most eminence. I've been called worse things.
Mikey?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you, it's very easy to rule when you rule with an iron fist.
Wow. Look at those biceps. Check out those calves. You've been working out, haven't you, sir?
Fear, my friend. It's the weapon of...
I know. Pick me.
All right, go ahead.
The weapon of tyrants.
No. You idiot. Power! Fear is the weapon of the Almighty, the All-Powerful.
Forgive me, your almightiness. Please excuse me.
Well, never apologize, Mikey. That's a sign of your weakness.
Well, Mr. Wayne, I mean, Yahweh, weakness isn't good for you or anyone else. Oh no, it's him again. The devil himself. Satan, the prince of darkness. What's he doing here? I thought this was a gated community, you know, to keep the riffraff out.
Hey, don't worry. I'll take care of this. Give me that. It's mine. Well. So, what brings you out here on this fine day?
Nothing, I'm just out and about, doing my own thing, and checking out your wondrous creation of the troubling humans.
Troubling humans? I see no trouble. What trouble?
Oh, nothing. Say, who's this spare throne for?
I don't know. Haven't given it much thought. Why?
You're the king of the whole universe, am I right?
That I am.
Good. So this throne must be for your
cut it out. Quit playing these silly games. Say, you've seen my servant Job? He's the best ever.
I was just observing him before I came here. Quite an impressive pawn of yours.
Well, I've given him everything. I mean, beyond doubt, that man is my most loyal, my most obedient, my most...
Scared, frightened, terrified?
Those are my favorite human emotions, yes, but he fears the wrath of Yahweh. And that makes him the most important man on the face of the earth. He's setting an example for all the others to follow.
I have to agree.
Oh, so you agree?
Well, not really. You've given him everything he could possibly want.
So what? I like him.
You gave him thousands of acres of land, the largest herds of goats, sheep, and cattle,
Yes.
and you protect him from absolutely any harm whatsoever.
And,
So why wouldn't he be loyal and faithful?
well, why don't you let me worry about that one, okay?
I say test him. Take away all those things you gave him, and his fear will turn to anger. And I'll wager anything that he'll end up hating you.
Oh, he would never. He's a lamb.
I would go as far as to bet that he will curse you to your face.
Rubbish. Although, however, now I'm curious. What kind of a wager are we talking about here?
Well, you see, I'm a gambler and a bookie of sorts. And my people, so to speak, like to wager on not exactly ethical situations, in which the odds are great for them to get rich quick.
Well, you are a strange one, I will admit that. And I will prove you wrong.
So, what you gonna do?
Well, let's see. Why not start with that herd of animals that he owns? I'll get rid of them. Send the Sabians in to steal them away.
Okay.
And then I'll send the Chaldeans in to kill all the servants, take all the land north of the river. I think I'll use a fire. Ah. Lightning bolt. There we go. Yeah. And then to top it all off, I'll make the ground shake so hard, all the buildings will fall and crumble, destroying everything and everyone in them, including his children.
Very dramatic. I like it. It's a bit harsh, though, don't you think?
Well, who in their right mind would stay loyal after that?
Well, Job might. And then again, he might not. Yes. This will be interesting. So what are you willing to wager on behalf of your loyal servant Job?
I don't know. I mean, I own everything. And I want nothing. How about you? You want anything?
Not really. Can't we just bet nothing?
No. In order for the bet to be legal, something material has to change hands. You know that.
Okay, whatever. How about a shekel?
All right. A shekel it is. 1 shekel on the integrity of my servant Job.
Okay, hello, who wants to make a bet?
Hey, what we waiting on here?
Come on, Casino night. Ready to lose some money. Okay, quiet. I'll give everyone 10 to 1 odds that Job will put to the dark side after he experiences the Almighty's wrath.
No,
Okay.
bad deal, bad deal.
No takers at 10 to 1 odds?
No, sir.
You like Job that much? Afraid of Yahweh?
Yes.
Are we?
Yes.
All right. A measly 1.5 to 1 odds that Job will remain a yes man.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Ouais.
I got 5 on it.
Ah, les jeux sont faits, les jeux sont faits.
Job, I'm so sorry.
My servant, what has happened? Is this blood? Who did this to you?
It was the Sabians. They attacked and stole all the oxen and donkeys and killed all the servants but me. And on the way back, a lightning bolt fell from the sky and killed all the sheep and servants tending to them. I'm lucky to have made it here, sir.
How can this be? 2 disasters in one day.
I forgot to tell you about the Chaldeans. Those godforsaken monsters. They attacked from all sides. We were surrounded. We didn't stand a chance. They killed everyone. All the servants, all the camels are gone.
Lord, please spare me from any more of this bad news. Why? Why? Is this some sort of cruel test? Why have you done this? It must be a test. And I must be okay with that. I am okay with that, Lord. Your will be done.
I forgot to mention your children.
What about them? Where are they?
I'm so sorry. The ground shook. The buildings collapsed. No one survived.
You gave me these children, Lord. And all these blessings, and now you have taken them away. You have the right to do that, though. You give and you take. May the name of the Lord be praised. Amen. Praise the Lord.
Pipe down. Be quiet, all of you. Well, what do you have to say for yourself now? My favorite servant, Job, kept his integrity.
Yes, indeed.
When for no reason whatsoever his life was ruined, destroyed, and his children were killed. The shekel, please.
Hey, my money too.
Hand up.
I want my
Hey,
shekel.
you
Not so fast. I sense that your most loyal servant is about to break. He is this close to cursing you to your face.
So, you think you can break him when I could not?
Oh, I know I can. Skin for skin. A man will do and say anything to save his own skin. I say strike his flesh and bones. And that'll be the end of your apologist in chief. I'll give you double or nothing odds.
Okay. You're on. Do what you like with him. But one thing, do not take his life.
No, I can't do that. I mean, who put money on a dead horse?
Not me.
I'm what?
No way.
Just spare him, okay?
Of course.
That wasn't the bet. You can't just change the bet around.
You all be quiet. You heard the new game. I'll give you all double or nothing odds that Joe will keep his integrity one more time.
No, sir.
No, tried that last time.
Yeah.
Well, how about double or nothing in favor of yours truly and the dark side and our ability to flip that son of a bitch?
Okay.
I'm all in.
I'm in. What the hell?
Woo!
Job, look at us. We're so pathetic. Why Why do we torment ourselves so?
We're not tormenting ourselves. We didn't do this.
You're right. Which makes me more angry at the one who did.
No, don't say that. She didn't mean it. Can't you see this is a test?
Oh, nonsense! He's cursing us! Stand up and curse him back! The worst he could do is strike us dead. I prefer that.
Stop talking like a foolish woman.
You're the only foolish one here. This is incredible cruelty. And you're okay with that?
We must accept the bad along with the good. I will hold fast to my integrity.
Integrity? Look at you. Standing there in your ashes. Scraping at your sores with a shell. Our children are dead! If you had any integrity, you would stand up to this cruelty and demand an answer. You did this! You killed my babies! How could you? Why? Maybe you could speak some sense into him.
Oh my God, is that you, Joe?
I give up. I hate my life. I wish I were never born. Please just let me die.
Don't say that. You're a good man, Joe.
A good man does not deserve this.
Joe, calm down. You can always appeal to God.
I have appealed. He does not listen. I have requested his presence. He does not show himself. Why did he take my land? My animals? Why did he have to kill my children? My poor wife shouldn't have to suffer like this. I say do it then. Crush me! That is what you want! Am I right?
Please don't say that.
Why not? He blesses the wicked and curses the good. Look around. Open your eyes. This is cruel and unfair.
Surely you must have done something bad. Try to remember.
Nothing. I have done nothing to deserve this. I have done everything for you. Why are you doing this? Are you entertained? Does my near destruction give you some sort of satisfaction? Are you playing some kind of game? What kind of God are you?
Joe, don't make yourself a target.
That's it. You're treating me as an enemy. You're attacking me as if I'm someone to be afraid of. Do you fear me?
Lord, spare him. He's possessed.
I am not your enemy. But because you have ruined my life, because you are so unreasonable, unkind, and unjust, and you force us into an unwinnable life that ends in death, I beg eternal justice and eternal wisdom to judge you. I demand a hearing in the highest court.
Please forgive him. He doesn't mean it. He's beside himself.
I mean every word of it. Caution be damned. I will tell the truth about you, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Turn off your damn cell phone.
Excuse me? Cell phone. Turn off your damn premonitions.
All right. Back to the here and now.
Ooh,
Ain't this the life?
you better believe it.
Didn't order this. What is it?
It's called Sex on the Beach.
Excuse me, but that's mine.
Then this must be yours.
Well, that's more like it.
That looks fun. What's that?
That is none of your business.
It's called a Shirley Temple.
Are you Yahweh, Lord
Lord God Almighty, ruler of the cosmos?
Why, yes.
No, he does not. I am.
God drinks Shirley Temples?
You got a problem with that?
Never mind. You have been served.
A summons? What the hell is this?
How was the nerve to do that?
God damn it! It's from Joe.
Job? What a traitor. He's suing us for damages? For
Deity malpractice. Oh! This guy is bad for my brand. We gotta put a stop to this right now.
I knew I should have taken care of him when I had a chance. But no. You had to spare him.
Be quiet. You don't think that I, God Almighty, can handle a complaint from some rotting human?
Well, since you put it that way. Say, who do you suppose is on the bench?
Well, it says here, the honorable and eternal wisdom and justice.
Whips, the both of them.
Could strangle those two. Where's my Roy Cohn when I need him?
Roy Cohn. That mean and nasty lawyer who never loses?
Yes.
The man who asked, would you rather make up laws or be subject to them?
Yes.
When asked if he was a nice guy, said, fuck nice, I want to win.
That's the guy I want.
No, you don't.
What? What?
Who do you think taught Roy Cohn everything he knows?
The devil.
Ah, now we're talking. We'll hit Joe 10 times harder than he could ever hit us.
It's a spirit, okay?
Imagine this. You're a prize fighter. In the biggest fight in the history of the cosmos. You enter the ring, the crowd roars, the announcer begins. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to tumble! In this corner, weighing in at the impossible weight of the entire universe, the most powerful being in existence, he's armed and extremely dangerous. He's an authoritarian, the great and powerful Yahweh! And in this corner, we have the wimpy, pathetic man with skin lesions, whose only vibe is that he lives in total fear, the ever-cowering human, Kid Joe!
All right. What do you got? What's the plan?
Plan?
Yeah.
You don't need no stinking plan. All right, I left. I kicked to the head, and down goes Joe. He doesn't stand a chance. Just don't get suckered into the witness stand.
Come on. Hey, I got this. This is a piece of cake. Ready? All right. What do you say we get back to paradise and our drinks?
Speaking of drinks, I'm sure we need another. Waitress?
Hear ye, hear ye. All rise for the Honorable Justice himself and Wisdom herself.
Please be seated. Clerk, could you please tell us what's on the documents today?
We have a human named Joe from the land of Uz, that's southwest of Jordan, versus Yahweh, who claims he's from another plane of consciousness. He calls it the collective unconscious.
For the benefit of the court, could you please speak in simpler terms?
He lives here in heaven.
Thank you.
The plaintiff is accusing the defendant of deity malpractice and is suing for damages.
Joe, please step forward and state your case.
I was minding my own business one day when suddenly, without warning and without cause, Yahweh destroyed my land, my belongings, and killed my children.
Objection! The plaintiff has no proof that my client acted in such a manner.
Sustained. Please submit your evidence for this accusation. Ten children died due to an earthquake, strong wind, or perhaps a tornado which was sent by Yahweh. The death or capture of my most trusted servants, all caused by Yahweh.
7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 oxen, 500 donkeys either died by fire or stolen by Sabians and Chaldeans, which the Lord made happen. I lost thousands of acres of land. He also attacked me with skin lesions, which are unsightly and won't go away. Oh, honey, we really feel for the loss of your family and the loss of everything you state in your claim. But if you're bringing charges against the Almighty, you have to submit some proof that links him to the charges.
I don't have any such proof.
We move for a mistrial. Without any proof, the plaintiff is simply wasting the time of the court.
Okay.
Joe, I like you. And actually, I'm on your side. I've seen Yahweh pull this and get away with it countless times in the past. Cain and Abel, Abraham and Isaac, Esau and Jacob, the list goes on. Are you sure you don't have something you can submit to the court that would implicate the defendant?
I appreciate your wise concern. I only want to know Yahweh's reason for punishing me and my family. I want to know the reason for this cruelty. I think it would help me accept my fate. Is that too much to ask?
Objection! The defendant doesn't have to explain himself to this lowly human worm. We move to strike that comment from the record and end this trial immediately.
I want the truth.
Well, you can't handle the truth. For God's sakes, you're just a mortal. How did you get here anyways?
That is mysterious, counselor, but this court is interested in the truth, and I assure you we can handle it. Therefore, you are overruled.
Mr. Yahweh, although you as the defendant do have the right to remain silent, I would recommend that you take the stand if you want to clear your name once and for all and throughout all of time.
No.
Please.
Place your left hand on the holy scrolls and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear on the holy scriptures to tell the truth, so help you?
So help me? Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please be seated.
The plaintiff may proceed with his questions.
Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you for setting this up.
You are most welcome. Proceed.
You've heard the charges against you. So I ask you now, what did I do to deserve this?
I really don't know.
You don't know.
Well, the devil was wandering around my kingdom one day.
Wait, the devil? What devil? Where is this devil?
Over there?
Your counselor. For the record, let it be shown that the defendant has pointed to the defendant's counselor. So what did this devil, your counselor, say to you?
He said that you would curse me to my face if I took away all of your blessings.
And so you...
And I did. I took everything away.
How could you? For what reason? I demand an answer.
You must answer the question.
Just a small wager.
A small wager. So you accepted a bet from the devil at the expense of my life and my family's, is that correct?
Yes.
This court will come to order now. All right then. Does the plaintiff have any more questions?
Please tell me, how much was this wager?
The devil gave me double or nothing odds on a shekel that he could break you if he struck your flesh and bones.
A shekel.
Your Honors, I'd like to make a settlement offer to the plaintiff. My client, since he's the Almighty, can do all sorts of wondrous things. He could give him a new family with new children, fresh little ones.
No. I loved the ones I had.
Who is this ignorant little man who darkens my counsel? Who is this lowly human who chooses to betray and humiliate his God in a courtroom? Brace yourself, little man. I will ask the questions now, and you will answer me. Where were you when the earth was created? Where were you when the stars were placed in the heavens? Do you know the laws of the heavens, or even the laws of nature? Can you bring forth the clouds and the rain when the earth is dry? Are your hands capable of forming lightning bolts? Can you make your voice thunder like this?
Wow. Anger issues.
Obvious anger complex.
Unbelievable. It reminds me of my father when he's drunk. Not much self-reflection. Actually, no self-reflection. Just a bully.
How dare you?
How dare you? Trying to scare the plaintiff into submission. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go back to your seat. Does the plaintiff have anything else?
No further questions, Your Honors. I rest my case.
Order. Order. Will the plaintiff, defendant, and his counselor please rise and receive the verdict of the court?
We rule in favor of the plaintiff to the charge that the defendant tortured his loving subject, Job, ruined his life, and killed his children, guilty as charged. To the charge that the defendant and his counsel entered into an illicit and inhumane wager with the intent to inflict personal harm to the subject, his wife and his children, guilty as charged.
We move to appeal. These charges are baseless and without merit.
There will be no appeals in this court. Let me warn you, counsel, that this is a capital offense and warrants the most severe penalty, and you are guilty of colluding with the defendant. No one told you to be seated. Now, on to sentencing. Yahweh, we hereby sentence you to life on earth in a human body, where you will walk in human sandals and suffer human injustices and die a human death. And in my esteemed opinion, then and only then will you have empathy for humans.
In some weird way, that sounds fair.
Now, on to the devil.
Only the counselor can't sentence me.
To this court you are nothing but Yahweh's shadow. From now on, you will be cast down to the earth and will remain a destructive shadow. Everything that ever goes wrong throughout human history will be blamed on you.
I think I can live with that. That's what I've been doing this whole time, just a change of venue.
I have a feeling you'll feel very much at home, though I feel sorry for the humans you'll torment. Please remove the defendant and his shadow from this court. Job, you look lost. You are happy you succeeded, aren't you?
I know I should be happy, but something doesn't feel right. My whole life was about him, and he's not what I thought he was, and now he's gone. I feel a strange emptiness.
Son, you did a very brave thing coming to us, and we worked together to free you from your oppressor.
Yes, you did. But it's just now I'm on my own, alone, like I died.
You look very much alive to me. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. You're giving birth to a new you. It takes time to adjust and find your way.
I'm in uncharted territory here. I don't really know what to expect.
Treading on this path will be a great burden to you, but we'll always be here for you.
So I can call on you again.
Whenever you need us.
Great. But how?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way, Joe.
Where are you going?
We're not going. You are.
No, I'm not. I like it here.
For now, you must return home, Joe. There's work for you to do.
Why do you keep calling me Joe? I know that name. And where's home?
You know where it is. Goodbye, my friend.
No, wait. This is a dream. I'm in a dream.
Farewell.
No, don't go. I don't want to stay.
Hey, Joe, wake up. You're talking in your sleep.
I'm back. I'm home.
No, it was a dream, Joe. Just a dream.
It seemed so real.
Who were you talking to?
Well, let's see. There was a woman. Her name was Wisdom, and she was with a man named Justice.
Hold on. Hey, please come in.
Good morning, friends.
Morning.
We brought coffee and bagels.
Okay.
I thought maybe we could sit and talk a bit this morning. Is this a good time?
You two were in my dream last night. Oh, you were Wisdom, and you were Justice, and you were both judges.
A judge named Justice. How cool is that?
We were involved in this court case up in heaven, and together we sued the Almighty.
Oh, that's just like what we're about to do with your boss.
No, I mean the real God. Well, not the real one. The one that I thought was real, but isn't.
Well, here's the real question. Did we win?
Yes. He was sentenced to live and die in the human body.
That's cruel and unusual, but I can relate. Well, we have a lot of coffee and plenty of work to do, so let's get to it.
I'm so glad to be here with you,
Even if we lose the house?
even if we lose the house.
Aw, that's so sweet. I love you, Joe.
I love you, Becky.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Young Society of St. Louis for their sponsorship and all their generous support for this play. Please.
Hello and welcome. So pleased to see all of you today. This has been marvelous the whole time. My name is Sandra Cooper and I serve as president of the Young Society. And all the board members, would you just stand up who are here, please? Right behind you there, okay. Sean is a board member as well. This has been a marvelous production. Thank you so much. But it's not over because we'll have a break, about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll come back here and have a discussion about some of the questions were raised from this play. And Rick Vaughn will be one of the people responding, and Sheldon Culver, who is one of the union analysts in the St. Louis area. Sheldon, and is also an ordained minister, will be fielding questions, your questions. And a couple other things, if you would like continuing education units, there's a table out there for those. And finally, our raffle items. We're not gambling exactly, but we have a raffle here. So, you might have seen them in the lobby. There's a lovely photograph and a beautiful etching, right? Mm-hmm. By Fraude Spielberg, one of our board members. And we're going to have the drawing for that just before the discussion. So there's still time to go out and get some tickets or raffle tickets. So enjoy conversation in the lobby and the drinks, and then come back here and we'll see you soon. That's all.